In life, there are two parts that drives your financial wealth. And in today's Invest With Me video, we'll talk about these two parts, which are net worth and cash flow. If you're new here, my name is Ron and welcome to Pinoy Stock Investor. Okay, starting with a quick market check. Right now, let's see. Dow Jones is currently down by negative 0.32%. The Nasdaq is also down by minus 1.60%. Next is the S&P 500. It's currently down by negative 0.92%. Okay, let's see how that reflects to our portfolio. Currently, our main portfolio is down by negative 1.09%, which is more than how the S&P 500 is down. And two retirement account is currently down by both 1.13%. The whole portfolio is currently down by 1.20%. This is because the tech stocks right now is so volatile and it's really down. So since we are tech heavy, the portfolio is tech heavy, it is really weighing our portfolio growth. Okay? Moving in today's Invest With Me video, we are currently going to invest $200 today. Since the portfolio is really down really good, I think if we invest more today, we'll be able to capture more shares and increase our portfolio by $200. Okay, after we fund the portfolio, we're going to plug in how much it is on our Google Sheet. And today we're going to invest at least $32 to industrials. For financials, we're going to invest $14 per company. For communication services, we're going to invest $50. And it says here for technology, we're going to invest $25 in each of the companies that we're holding. All right, let's go start. Starting with the industrial, which is on our portfolio, it's Uber. Okay. It says here we're going to invest $32 on the industrials. Let's invest $20. $20. Okay. That is about 0.255 shares of Uber. Next, we are going to invest in our financial sector. That would be Visa, MasterCard. Let's start with Visa. So we're going to invest. It says here that we're going to invest $14 in each of the companies. And I'm looking at Visa right now. It's down, and I'm planning to buy $10 worth of Visa. That is 0.03 shares of Visa. Next is MasterCard. So since we only invested $10 into Visa, we're going to use the remaining $4 and add it to the $14 that we're supposed to invest in MasterCard. So that's going to be $18. And I wanted to put in something extra. So I want to put $20 for MasterCard. That is 0.036 shares of MasterCard. So why do I keep increasing my assets? Or why do I keep buying stocks? It does increase my assets. And increasing my assets push up my net worth. And net worth is the difference between all your assets subtracted by all your liabilities, or everything that you own minus everything that you owe. So that is your net worth. And net worth is important so you can see your real financial position. It shows, it tells if you're building wealth or if you're sliding backwards. And one of the important thing that net worth, knowing your net worth allows you to do is that you make better decisions when you know your net worth. Knowing this number can make you spot a bad debt or a wasted spending. It shows if you could afford a new house, if you could afford a new car, if you could just afford a used car, or renting would be a better option. Knowing your net worth gives you a smarter choice, or gives you lets you do or choose the smarter move with, savings and investing. It also shows you your progress, like a scoreboard in life. Okay? Net worth turns your money into a measurable game. And every time you check it, every time you set your goal, every time you meet your goal, every time you don't meet your goal, it gives you a gauge on where you are currently at. Example, for like last year, my goal was to reach $150,000 in assets, and subtracted my liabilities. A rough estimate would probably be like $150,000 in net worth. And this year, my goal is to reach at least $200,000 worth in assets, and in net worth. I hope it reaches $200,000 in net worth too, but it shows you how you can use knowing your net worth. You can see how you progress in your life, and seeing how you progress means a lot to a lot of people. It gives you all that good habits. It teaches you to do all that good habits to push yourself forward. Okay, let's go back to investing. Next, we are going to invest on our communication services, which is Google. Okay, so for Google, we are going to invest, it says here $50, but it's down, but I don't feel like investing $50 in Google, so I'm feeling $25 would be a really good investment for Google right now. Okay, we'll buy $25 worth of Google. Okay, $25 of Google is 0.070 shares. Nice. And Google now is a dividend paying company, so that share actually increased our dividend income in Google. So the same with the financial services, which is Visa and MasterCard. Uber doesn't pay dividend yet, so having it increase in shares, if or when they decide to pay dividends, we currently have 98.171 shares of Uber. So that would be a really good amount of dividends. Okay, moving on to our technology stocks. We have Apple, Microsoft, and Amazon. And also, we're going to invest in Berkshire Hathaway on this part of our Invest With Me video. So today, we're going to start with Apple. Earlier today, Apple was up in the green, and it looks like that it went down by 0.24% now. But earlier today, I actually hit like around $10,000 in total gains, and put my total gains to at least 70% of my investment into Apple. But since it's red now, I think it's a better purchase per se, at least for me, the way I do it. Okay, says here we're going to invest $25 to Apple, but then again, Apple is already very weighted in my portfolio, so I am only going to invest $10 to Apple. And that is 0.037 shares of Apple. Okay, before we move on to the next company, I just want to talk about this $200 that I was able to put into my portfolio is a surplus from my cash flow. And what is cash flow? It is the sum or the difference between your income and your expenses. So whatever money that is coming in minus the money that's coming out, that is the formula for cash flow. Cash flow shows if your money system is working, if your income source is covering all your expenses in life, and if it's enough or if it's not enough, or if you need to look for another income source. This is what cash flows tell you. So cash flow is like what I said. Cash flow is the money that comes in minus the money that comes out, or the expenses. So positive cash flow means that your life runs on a less stress kind of situation. You don't think about, oh, what am I gonna eat tomorrow? Oh, where am I gonna get money to pay rent? If you have positive cash flow, you don't have that kind of stress. If you have negative cash flow, then you gotta figure out where you are overspending. You gotta see which expense is more important. And probably option would be to increase your income, like getting another job, getting a side hustle, increasing the income source where money is coming from. And cash flow controls your daily freedom. A good cash flow lets you pay, like what I said, lets you pay your bills, you're able to invest, and there's no stress, you can breathe. Now, if you have a bad cash flow, which is a negative, you're stuck. You're not moving forward in your life because you're always on the negative side. You're always late. You're always behind on your payments. You're not able to cover all those expenses that you've accumulated, and you have less money coming in. So it's hard to react to problems, and it gives you more things to think about on your mind instead of thinking of how you're going to enjoy your life. And this shows how your cash flow affects your lifestyle. If you have a positive cash flow, you could go out every weekend whenever you want. You could invest whenever you want. You could treat your family, for like once in a while. That's the advantage of having a good cash flow compared to having a negative cash flow. And this also funds your future. Since you have a better cash flow, you're able to invest whatever surplus or whatever's left on your income. You're able to invest that, increase, or highly likely increase the income source, because if you buy assets and these assets are income producing assets or productive assets, they produce income, which is another income source, which increase the cash flow on your life. And being able to increase that savings rate, being able to invest, being able to buy that asset, push up your net worth. And at least it gives you a better sleep at night, knowing that you're able to save, you're able to invest, you're able to cover all your expenses. So cash flow is a really important part of how you increase or how you move forward on your financial wealth. So that's why I invest. That's why I increase my assets. That increase in assets gives me more income source. The dividends that I earn from all these companies is giving me not excess, but a little more boost to my income, increasing the cash flow that I'm working with. Okay, next company would be Microsoft. And Microsoft is totally going down for at least, let's see, looking over here, Microsoft for the past 5 days, it had a sharp drop after the earnings. So right now, the past 5 days, it's down by a negative 14.72%. The past month, it's actually down by a negative 13.34%. So buying Microsoft is a really great company. And at one point it was a better, the way creditors look at Microsoft, it is even better than the US government. So I think holding Microsoft, even on this downturn that's happening right now with the tech, it would be beneficial for the portfolio. So I'm going to buy. Okay. I'm thinking of buying. It says here that we're going to invest $25 to the tech sector of our company or of our portfolio. Right now, we have a total of $115 left on our investing budget. So I'm planning to buy at least $35 of Microsoft. Okay, $35. $35 of Microsoft is 0.085 shares of Microsoft. Nice. So Microsoft is also a dividend paying company, so that would increase our dividends that we're going to receive each quarter. Okay, next would be Berkshire Hathaway. So Berkshire Hathaway, like what I mentioned before, I treat it as an ETF in my portfolio. So Berkshire Hathaway, it's just a consistent add on my portfolio. Right now, we are going to buy $30 of Berkshire Hathaway. And for the day, Berkshire Hathaway is up by, okay, one moment. That would be 0.06 shares of Berkshire Hathaway. Berkshire Hathaway doesn't pay dividends, so we're not expecting any dividends to be paid anytime soon. On Berkshire Hathaway, it's the value that keeps going up in Berkshire Hathaway. Right now, it's actually the only company that's in the green on my portfolio. It is 1.34% on the green, and that's about $285 for today. Currently, my total holdings of Berkshire Hathaway, I have 43.76 shares of Berkshire Hathaway, and that is about $21,000 in the current market value. Okay. So we're now at our last company that we are currently building up. It is Amazon, and Amazon is currently down by 1.85%. Sorry, these AI sell-off is really, I would say, not concerning, but more like really getting intense every day. But Monday, with all the good news last Monday, the market is actually up. So going on the red right now, I think it balances things out. But last week ended on a red, so we'll see how it's going to be this week. And okay, let's go back to buying Amazon. Right now we have a total of $51.11 on our investing budget. And yes, we're going to put that $51.11 to Amazon. Okay. And that is a total of 0.214 shares of Amazon, which is the highest amount that we used to buy for today. Okay. That is a really great investment today. I'm happy about how we invested that. Looking at our overall portfolio after that investment, we are currently at $190,829. And hopefully we reach our 200,000 goal this year. So what is the relation of that to our current topic right now? Net worth and cash flow are two parts that drive your financial wealth. Net worth is your fuel tank. It shows how much stored power you have. The bigger the tank, the further you go, even if without income, or even if your income stops. The smaller the tank means that one problem or one bump can stall you. Cash flow is your engine, and it shows how fast energy comes in and out. Strong engine keeps you going every day of every month. And a weak engine means you struggle even with a full tank. If you get value in this video, don't forget to like and subscribe. It's free and it will definitely help my channel. Have a great day and peace.